Hi everyone, welcome to my week 37 pregnancy video. So I'm 37 weeks pregnant. I will be 38 weeks pregnant in just 2 more days. I am so excited. This is it. This is the end. I'm so ready. I just feel miserable. It's so hard to sleep at night. It's hard to get up and move around. Everything is just uncomfortable at this point. So I'm just beyond ready. So on last Monday, I was at work and I just felt really like I was getting hot flashes and then the chills and just really extra swollen that day and just not feeling right. So I tried to move my doctor's appointment up and they couldn't. And then they said, I said, I don't know, my blood pressure has been raising each week. Like it was 120, then 130, and then it was 140 most recently. And so they were like, well, if it's over 140, then like 140 over 90, then go into triage. And so I had my blood pressure taken while I was at work and it was 152 over 92. So of course I just freaked out, like just totally didn't know what to do. I just basically ran out of the office and was on the way to triage. Of course, without stopping and seeing somebody and having a total meltdown in front of them. Like, it's just so embarrassing. Like, being pregnant, your emotions are just crazy. Like, you can't hold anything in. You cry. It's crazy. So, had a total meltdown. Finally, I got to the hospital. My eyes were so red and puffy. They probably thought something serious was wrong. And I was like, I have high blood pressure. So they like put me in triage and like had me change into a gown, laid me down. They put like the straps on you to monitor baby's movements and heart rate. And once I had been laying down for like 5 or 10 minutes or so, they took my blood pressure and it was 130. So then I felt like a total idiot and I was like, I swear it was high when I was at work. And they were like, yeah, it fluctuates. And you know, if you were, if I was walking a lot or whatever, there's reasons it could have been higher. And then since I was laying down and resting, it kind of dropped down. So they said, you know, the biggest thing is to check for protein in your urine and check your swelling and stuff like that. So they did all that. Everything was fine. I mean, my feet and legs are swollen, but I still have reflexes and stuff, and everything was fine. So, and then they took it one more time before I left and it was down to 117. So it totally just went way, way down and it was kind of for nothing. So I felt a little silly, but I mean, it's, I guess, better safe than sorry. So that happened. And then we also had our classes this week. So I had the breastfeeding class and I didn't think husbands went, but I was having such a bad day. That was the same night. And I was already at the hospital, which is where the class was. So I had my husband come up and go with me, and it was good. I learned a little bit, but I'm still like, I'm more confused on like how often to feed and just, I don't know. They're just like, because there's so many people that do schedules or like Q feeding, or like there's just so many ways to feed your child that I'm just like, that's the part I'm more confused on. And I know that nobody can tell you one way or another. It's a decision as a parent. So that's the part that I'm kind of most concerned about, is just figuring out what's going to work best for him. And I know I won't know until he's here, and that bothers me because I like to have a plan in place and already know how we're going to do it. But I think we're going to probably Q feed for like 2 weeks and then see if a schedule will work for him. And then we also had our labor and delivery class part 2, and this one was extremely terrifying, but at the same time I learned so much. I'm glad we went. We learned about all the things that, you know, the whole process of labor and all the things that can go wrong and what your options are as those things are happening. So whether it's getting an epidural, Pitocin, getting induced, getting an emergency C-section, just all of that stuff and what it entails, and just the whole ins and outs of the medical side. So that was really interesting, but at the same time, it just kind of freaked me out, like that, like all those things can happen. And at first I wasn't scared of a C-section. I thought no big deal. Now I'm a little bit more scared. I mean, it's extreme abdominal surgery, so it's kind of scary to think about that. And also just the little things like them breaking your water and stuff, like just looks painful. So I don't know. I mean, I think I will definitely have an epidural, because I think the second I get in there, I'm already going to be in pain. So that's kind of my thoughts, is just whatever they need to do. I'm not going to write a birth plan. Whatever the doctor needs to do, he's going to know what's best. And I don't want to feel any pain. So as far as symptoms this week, again, on Monday, everything kind of happened on Monday. I had really strong contractions in my back, which I've never experienced before, so it was really weird. It was like my back would like tighten up, my lower back would tighten up and stay tight and then like release, and I mean, they had to be contractions. And it was while I was driving, and it was so painful. It brought me to tears, and then I came home, got out of my car, and it was gone. It went away, and I haven't had it since. So it's a good thing, because it means things are progressing, but at the same time, nothing else happened since then. So it's kind of like a fluke. And then I've also gotten darkness around my belly button, so I'm thinking they're probably stretch marks. I don't know. I'm just so over this, because I felt like everything was perfect until now. I'm on this like last little stretch and everything's going down. Like, I did not want to get stretch marks, but I don't know. I think they'll go away. I don't even know if that's what they are. It's just, they're just like dark kind of lines around my belly button. So since I am pretty much ready, I mean, I think I'm technically full term at 37 weeks. So ask anybody and they'll tell you that I look full term. So I'm definitely ready to just get things moving. So I have been doing safe ways to induce labor. Like right now, I'm bouncing on a ball. So I've been doing that. I don't know if that helps or not. I know, let's see, I read that pineapple can help, and I've been obsessed with pineapple. I've been craving it, that and watermelon lately, just because it's so hot, and those two fruits are like really, really yummy and really like juicy. So I've been craving those two fruits. So I guess pineapple can help. I don't know if any of this stuff is really true or not, but I like pineapple anyway. So I've been eating that a lot. People say that sex can help you go into labor, so we're gonna work on that. What else? There's like, oh, I've been taking the primrose oil. I don't know if that helps. I know it's supposed to soften your cervix for stretching and stuff like that. So I've been taking that. And then I know walking helps, but that's just really hard for me. Honestly, like I have the worst pelvic pain when I sleep. It's just too much. Like I can't even deal. Like I can't just go walk. It's too hard. And the other night I had so much pelvic pain. I felt like my pelvis was like literally just breaking in half. And I know what's going on is that his head is moving lower and lower into my pelvis, so the bones are stretching out. And it's so painful. Like it is so painful. So if you can think of anything that helped you go into labor, let me know. I mean, I know I said I want him to cook in there as long as he needs to and everything, but since I'm not dilated, nothing is happening. I just want to kind of help move things along if I can. I'm not saying like I want to, I don't want to be induced, and I don't want to like do something extreme that's going to make him come out before he's ready. But as far as like little tricks and like things that are safe, why not? Why not do it? So I am getting really excited. Our checklist, I think I've talked about my checklist since like week 8 of pregnancy. Like, I've just had all these things that I want to get done before he gets here. And honestly, it's pretty much done. Like, everything, I just have like a couple more little things that don't even really matter. Like, I'm making a hospital sign for his room right now, and then I'm freezing and prepping food for when we're home on maternity leave, and I just won't have the energy or the ability to go grocery shopping and stuff. So I've been I bought a bunch of meat and stuff from Sam's. I'm gonna go to Target today and buy like regular groceries, and I'm just gonna like freeze and pack everything up so that it's all good to go. Organize the pantry. I organized our closets. Like, I've done so much. Everything is put together. The only things that aren't put together are things that we won't even use until he's older. So it's just crazy. I can't believe I actually got everything done and checked off. I mean, my hospital bags are packed and they are in the car right now. So I've got those in the car seats installed in the car, and then I've got blankets and pillows for my husband at the hospital. So I've got everything we need in my car, just in case I go into labor and I'm at work or I'm out or something like that. Because we do live like 30 minutes from the hospital, so it would be hard to drive all the way home and then back up to the hospital if I'm like, you know, in true labor. So everything's ready. So that's great. I did have my doctor's appointment this week, and it wasn't my doctor, it was just a different doctor. Everything was fine. I'm not dilated. It hurt so bad when he checked me. I don't know if he just has a different method, like has bigger fingers, what, but it really hurt. Like, I screamed, and he told me it's gonna hurt. So he checked me. I wasn't dilated. My blood pressure was normal at that appointment. I was in the 130s, so everything was great. Everyone says that your baby drops before he's ready to go, and like, he's still really high up. He's very high up. So I don't know if that's in all cases your baby has to drop, or if like maybe sometimes you go into labor and he drops then, because he hasn't dropped yet. So I think that is everything. Oh, weight gain. That's another thing. I'm like just ready to be done, because the longer he stays in there, I know it's better for him, because he's gaining half a pound a week now. But then that means I'm gaining a lot of weight too. A lot of people say that your weight gain tapers off at the end, but that's not happening. I gained 4 pounds this week, so I'm at a total of 30, hold on, let me do the math really quick. 39 pounds. So I've gained 39 pounds this pregnancy, which means I'll probably hit 40. So annoying. But whatever, it is what it is. I feel like I belong on my 600-pound life just because I can't move. I feel huge. I don't want to talk about it, but at least he's healthy, I'm healthy, and we're doing good. So I'll show you what my bump looks like. So here is my baby bump. The dress is from Pink Blush. That's where I've gotten so many of my cute maternity dresses. And then here is my bare bump. And I don't know if you can see, I mean, there's the line, but then I just feel like there's more stuff going on. So I'm not into that. Like, especially from the side, you can kind of see. So there's from the side and the other side. And I can literally like set things right here because it's like a tray. He's just so big. So that is everything, and I will, if I don't have a 38-week update, then that means I went into labor. Hopefully that's the case. Otherwise, I will see you for 38 weeks. So thanks for watching. Bye.